Hello, folks, and welcome to PyNet Lab once again. My name is Shadaf, and I'm data scientist, lead data scientist here at PyNet Labs. So today we are going to see a beautiful video about the untold truth about data analytics or data analysts' role in 2025. So what are some of the misconceptions about data analysts and how they can make more in their the skills, what are the important skills required to do, and actually what analysts do. So today, welcome all today for this beautiful session, and me, your Shadab Sandhi, the instructor, will be heading you toward this journey. So, what is data analyst, or what does this profession data analyst means? As we all know, that data analyst is a person who analyze data, who analyze raw data, find some insights, and create reports, and that's all. Right? We know only about that. We know only related to the technology what we are using. But actually, what does data analyst do? As you can see here on my screen, that here I have something called as this is nothing but data analytics life cycle. Like me, you, everyone has a life cycle, right? So same way data analytics or data analyst also have their own life cycle. So what does it? And it basically starts from, it starts from here. The first thing is that data ingestion, then data preparation, then exploratory data analytics, then visualization and reporting. That is what Power BI and Tableau we use, and then data lifecycle management. In the sense, we have to maintain the data lifecycle management. Actually, we think that data analytics is only, or the person who only works with numbers, who finds some mathematics, use statistical models, all those things. But before that, that is the next step. Before that, data analytics or data analyst work more on their data, clean or to prepare the data. This is the step. The second step, what you guys can see, this step is very important and in very critical. So 80% of our time as a data analyst, as an experienced data analyst, mine to 80% of my time is invested in this data preparation. So what do we do in this? In data preparation, we clean and wrangle large data set. In the sense, the data is not correct. The data is very messy. I have to clean the data. I have to apply some, the statistical models. I have to apply some techniques. I have to do feature engineering, all those things, whatever required to prepare data before analyzing. Before analyzing, I have to prepare my data. And when the data is very bigger, and obviously it is messier too. So the thing is, we have to do lot and lot of cleaning and preparation. Okay, it's not only just about building dashboards. That comes afterwards. But before that, we have to, clean our data. And obviously, after cleaning all those things, a data analyst analyze patterns, trends, and outliers. After cleaning all the data, I just go and analyze my data and on whatever my question is, on whatever the problem statement I have given or I have been received or the requirements on that particular question. Why? On that particular question, I will be finding solutions. I will be finding answers. I will be analyzing my data and seeing why that appears. What is the solution to that? That is my work. And a data analyst is one who asks more and more questions and an accurate questions. Why? There is something called as 5 whys. If I give any certain problem to you, okay, find example, this is just an example, find sales, why the sales were low, find that in the last year, 2024, why the sales were low. If I say you like this, what you will do as a profession, you will just go and take data and just try doing things. That is not the way. First thing that we have to ask questions on questions on questions. That is 5 why. Why the sales was less? What happened? With every answer to the particular profession we will be asking will be leading to another question. After 5 whys, you'll be getting a exact question where you have to go and diagnose. In our data where I have to go and diagnose, that is the thing I have to do. The 5 whys. And in that also I will be getting a lot of outliers. Outliers are nothing but my errors. Outliers are my errors. Those things I will find. Analysts not just they don't find not just what happened, but why it happened too. They have to give reason also. Those things also they do. And last but not the least, and very interesting part, that is, building dashboards. That is what I guess everyone likes more, right? Building dashboards on Tableau and Python or Excel, anything. Yes, that is also a very, a big part and very important part as well. Building dashboard and report that turns insight into clear stories for stakeholders. Yes, because we know the aspects of technology. We know what this graph, what this chart is meaning of, but we don't know that the stakeholders who are above us, they want the answer. They don't know what is programming language and all those things. I have to explain to them. So I have to be a very good storyteller. I have to be a very good storyteller. I have to make up the stories. Make up the stories in the sense, don't make up whatever are there in our data, whatever the findings I can find through my visualization. I will create a good story and then I will present it. So here what we can see, communication is also very important. Communication skills are also very important as a data analyst. Why? Because our work is not with some any other colleagues. We are just directly reporting to the top level management. So that is why we'll be turning insights into clear stories for stakeholders. So that is also very much important. And last, we have communicate findings to the team who don't speak data. That is what I just said you. The people, they don't know what the data is speaking about. So it's our responsibility to explain what these findings are, what the findings we have find. Okay. And that is what the work is. As you can see in this life cycle data preparation, here is nothing but cleaning happens. Okay, here is nothing but cleaning happens. And here, what I'll do is I'll analyze my data. I will find trends. I will find patterns. Okay. And this is what data visualization. We just spoke building reports. That is my Power BI. All those things comes here. Okay. This is what actually an analyst or a data analyst do. Okay. And then to stand highlighted in this era of AI, what do we have to learn? See, everyone think that AI will take our work. It will not. We have to just keep being updated with AI as well. Okay, take that it is just an assistant with us who is working for us. That's it. So, what are the skills? What are the important skills that I have to learn? Basically, the first and very most important skills are my SQL and Python. Very, very important. SQL, as we all know, data is stored into database. To communicate with that database, we need the language that is SQL. Python is a very good language where I can, analyze large amount of data by using a lot of libraries. Python is flexible and also gives me a vast, the libraries are very vast, so I can use more and more libraries to analyze my data. And next is my visualization tool. I have to be very good with visualization tools like Power BI, Tableau, and many other. But these are the most important things, or the most top two. I can say top one is only Power BI, and then I have Tableau. Also, after that, I have to also know the statistical thinking or analytical thinking. I have to be very good into analytical thinking. And obviously, the domain knowledge. What do you mean by this domain knowledge, by the way? Domain knowledge is where we are working on. Example, you are an analyst and you are working into finance. You are working into any bank. You are an analyst into a bank, but you don't know what the finance domain is about. Then what is the use of being analyst there? You have to know all things about banks. What do banks do? How do bank works? All those things you guys have to know. That is what a domain knowledge is. If you're working into healthcare, if you're working into healthcare, you have to know the domain knowledge of healthcare. How does this healthcare domain works? If you're into transport, everything doesn't matter whatever guys are into. You have to be very good into your domain knowledges. And obviously, the most important thing is your communication. Your most underrated superpower, we call as. Basically, I call it as. Why? Because you know all the things, but you don't know how to express your ideas, express the storytelling, express the data how you have found. Then there is a new use of learning all those skills. Okay, and obviously we should also integrate AI in our. What is that? Please join us in further videos. We'll also say how we can use AI as an analyst. And last but not the least, I would just want to track a very good, and misconception like expectations versus reality. We all think that is what I said into the first half of this video. That is, we think that data analyst only works on visualizations, reporting, dashboards. It's not the case. I said 80% of our work is into cleaning and cleaning and preparing the data. Hmm. That is what data analysts are works into. We do prepare dashboards and reports, but that is the next thing. The first and very important thing where we are stuck into is cleaning the data. It is very messy data, and the one who will be withstanding into 2025 is that the best data analysts aren't the one who build the fanciest reports. They are the one who ask the right questions, challenge assumptions, and turn messy reality into actionable clarity. That is what the data analyst or any analyst is, not only who build the fancy reports. It's one who will ask the right question, challenge assumptions, whatever the assumptions do we have, and actually the main thing is that who will turn the messy data into an actionable insights or an actionable clarity. So that is what the data analyst do. So thank you guys to being till the end. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.